Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create your own stream. For example, you have seen live streaming in YouTube. We're going to create a very similar experience, very similar to live streaming, and it's going to be awesome. So stick around for the entire code. If you don't want to stick around for the entire code, I'm going to put a link of this code in the description so you can get started yourself. Okay, so I'm going to describe very briefly what we are going to build w- in a much more detail now. So the problem with displaying videos is we have to load the entire video and then it will display to the client. But with Node.js, the advantage is we can display the video, or in other words stream the video in certain chunks of data. For example, in every second we are giving, let's say, 2 MB of data to the client. So in this way, there is lesser response time. By response time I mean when the client gives a request and when the server gives a response. So this is why streaming is important. And one more advantage of streaming is, well, you can stream anything. I'll show you how to stream videos, but basically you can stream anything, even text files. For example, if you have a very big file, for example the file size is, let's say, 2 GB, then it is almost impossible to render the file um, in well, by the way, you can even implement TCP server with Node.js. So if you're using TCP server, it's almost impossible to render the file with TCP server if you want to load the entire file in memory and then render it. So the best option is to stream the file in small chunks of data, so that the client can get the file in small chunks and your server can serve it, and there's less response time and all the great things. Okay, so I have imported the express module and I have made the app, and I've imported the fs, means the file system module. And by the way, I'm using Visual Studio Code here. It is really nice, I really like it. And I bumped up the size a lot of bits because I think it's better if the size is bigger. And I have loaded my browser here. Now it's showing nothing because I've not created the server here yet, but I'm going to create it now. I have installed the express module and I've done the npm init. So that's it. Okay, so let's get started. So app dot get, we're going to be expecting that the user is going to the main root directory. Then function, I like to put the function in this way instead of the arrow function. I think this is a bit more intuitive intuitive here, because the arrow function, I think it's not good for beginners, so I don't use arrow function. Okay, so request and response, and then rest dot, it is send. I I really wish that they give us code hints here, but unfortunately they are not. So let's start with this, and then let's make sure we put the listen function so that the server is started. So app.listen, and the port is, let's say, 3000. And then function, there's a printer line, the server is listening. And then let's run the program. Okay, by the way, in Visual Studio Code we have the terminal in the IDE itself, so it's really convenient. So let's do notemon index.js, and let's start the server. This is really convenient. The console is right in the IDE. I don't have to open up the IDE. I don't open up the terminal elsewhere. All right, it is started. Yeah, server listening, and if I refresh the page, it's going to say it is working, so it's working fine. So now let's grab a video. Now I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to grab a video, and then I'm going to be right back here, so stay tuned. All right, I'm back. So I couldn't find a video, um, as to say, so I just grabbed the video which I recorded just now, and I'm going to show you the video here. Hey guys, we can display the video. So this is a video, and I'm going to stream this video, and as you can see, this video size is 46 MB, so it's quite big, but it can work for even bigger videos. And we're going to see that the page is going to load really fast, like we're not going to experience any lag. So this is the beauty of this code which we're going to write, beauty of Node.js actually, because Node.js allows us to do this function. So what we need is, we need to grab the file stream. So the command is create file stream. So let's see the documentation, so that you can go back, and it's going to be easier for you if you know how to search what you want to use. So create file stream, we need something called create file stream, so we're going to search for create file stream. So control F and create file. What am I doing? Something I'm doing wrong again. So create file. What's wrong? What's going on? Unfortunately, I cannot find what I'm looking for. So create file stream Node.js. Let's see this. Oh, create read stream. Sorry, create read stream. So I was making this mistake. Create read stream Node.js. I was saying create file stream. So create read stream. So we need this one, create read stream, and this is the documentation. So the path is mandatory, and then the options. We don't really need the options here, but we can see that. So here is the flag. This is what the flag means. Sure, this is written here what the flag means, but I can't find it at this moment. So we're going to stick to the basic documentation. So the create read stream is going to take in a path, and we're going to provide the path to the video, which is this one. So let's do this. So let's do something like var read stream. So rs is equal to fs dot create read stream, and then you're going to pass in the URL. I mean, the passing the video. The video is in the same directory where the index.js is. So I'm just going to put in the name of the video. So my name of the video is video.mp4, video.mp4, and now I am going to stream the video. So to stream the video, let me show you. It's better if I show you, right? Okay, am I recording? Yes. So to stream the video, so node.js stream. Well, I know the code, but just I'm doing this so that it's easier for you guys to um, go back and follow, because you need to memorize. That's the only thing which I focus every time. You need not memorize everything, you just need to know where to find the information which you're looking for. So we need something called pipe, so add it in. Okay, whatever. Source stream, that is piping to the right, this piping to this writable. The pipe event is emitted with the stream.pipe. Okay, so this is how we use it. Reader.pipe writer. So we are reading from rs, the file reader, create read stream. So reader.pipe writer, when we are writing to the response, we're writing to response. So rs.pipe rs. It's a bit confusing, but yeah. Okay, so we're doing this now. If you refresh the page, you're probably going to get an error. Why? Well, there's also my question. Yeah, this is the thing. So it's going to be download. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not going to come. It's working. That's what I was thinking. It's not going to come because we changed it, obviously. The reason why this is happening is we are now streaming a video, and because we're streaming a video, the header of the response, it should tell the browser that this is a video. So this is a bit difficult to understand because you need to know a little bit of networking. If you want to go in details, I'm going to show you the code first, and then I'm going to explain the concept. So content type video slash mp4. So correct MIME type for mp4. So well, by the way, Stack Overflow is your friend. Always take reference from Stack Overflow, but no, don't be too reliant on this also. So we are looking for something like content type mp4 in Node.js. So let's try. Let's see if we can find anything. Res.write head. Yeah, this will also do actually. So let's see if we can. Yes, res.write head content type this. So we need something like this, right? So let's copy this. Actually, it's better if you write it because it's going to be good for you also. So res dot write head, and we're going to give a response code 200. I'm going to explain all of this thing, don't worry. Then format is content type and then the content. So content type, it's very important that you put in the correct spelling, otherwise it is not going to work actually. Content type and then the content, that is video slash mp4. This is the content type um, for videos. So let's refresh the page and hopefully it works. And does it work? Come on, come on. Perfect. So this works, right? Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create your okay, perfect. So I'm going to explain this thing now since it's working, because I was also crossing my fingers. Oh, by the way, I'm using NodeMon here. If you have observed, if you are wondering like how this is automatically taking the changes and all, excuse me. So I'm using NodeMon here. NodeMon is like Node Monitor or something like that. So what it does is it um we don't need the console anymore. So I just crossed it, but it's going to work in the background, I hope. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So the thing is let me explain this line. This is important actually. So in networking, in HTTP request, there's a client and there's a server, right? So the client sends the request to the server and the server gives a response. This is how the typical HTTP works, the request and response. And then the server can also give some response codes. The response codes, the standardized response codes are 200, which means everything is okay. 404 means file not found, or there's a problem like the file which you're trying to access is not available. 500 means internal server error, and there are a few more. Let's see them actually. So response codes. So if you look at response codes, list of HTTP status code, and 100 we don't really use. 100, 200 we use. 100 means okay, 201 means created, 202 means accepted. So you can see these are the standard response codes. So in our code we are using response code 200. 200 means everything is okay. So we're given the response code 200 and then we're given the content type. But if you mess up the content, oops, what have I done? Okay, if you mess up the content type, then the browser is not going to understand your understand what your code is to understand what it is rendering. and it's going to give you the wrong result. And so like in this case, if we write here the content type instead of video slash mp4, if we write here text slash, what is the thing for text slash something, like it was something, it is different for text, then it is going to think that this web page is going to display some text, some textual content. So it is going to wrongly understand, it is going to wrongly interpret the data, and it's going to give us some weird results. Like for example, we have seen that it was giving us a file download which we don't want. So it is important that we put in the correct correct MIME type. These are called MIME type actually. For example, for PDF there's a separate content type for PDF. So same for mp3, same for mp4. So this is the actual reason actually why content type is so important. And in the header we can put in much more than content type. We can even put cookies and lot of things actually. And actually we can get the header information in our node.js code also. I think the thing is, let's have the console again. I think the code is console.log. I mean console.log means we're trying to log the thing, so it is request.headers. This is a thing, I guess. No errors. Okay, let's refresh the page. It's also very perfect. Okay, so as you can see here, we have got a long list of header. So these are all the headers actually. I mean, we don't see it actually, but a lot of information will get passed from the client to the server when client is requesting something. So this is the header which the client sent. Host is localhost, connection is keep alive, cache control, this is a cache. User agent is sort of important, because with the user agent you can probably guess either someone is using Linux or Windows or Macintosh or even Android also. You can guess that. Upgrade insecure request, it is one means it is active. This is interesting research actually. You can find this, it's really interesting. Accept, what is accepting? So these are the things actually. We can get a lot of information in the headers. So similarly, just as the client sends headers, the server also sends headers. So in the header we are sending the content type video slash mp4. And now I'm going to refresh the page and I'm going to show you how this is working. So if I refresh the page, it's going to take some time, and then it's going to start streaming. See, so when let's put the sound off. So when it's streaming, as you can see, it is not really in our hand. So if I even drag the seek bar to somewhere around here, anywhere actually, we cannot actually drag the thing, because it is being sent in a sequential manner. Like the data is getting broken and it is getting sent, so we cannot really drag it here, because it is a live stream. Like for example, in a live stream you cannot drag the marker to somewhere else. See, this is similar actually. We cannot really drag the marker, uh, the progress bar actually, to any other part. It's going to, it's not going to work, because it is streaming bit by bit. I mean, not bit by bit, but in chunks. So we cannot seek to some other place with this code, but it is possible. Like if we make some adjustment, it is possible. So this is interesting actually, because now you can with this actually, just you can imagine the possibilities. Like if you have a Raspberry Pi, and if you have a PiCam, it's called PiCam. If you have a PiCam, then you can use this, you can use this technology to stream videos directly from your PiCam, and you can create a server. Like Raspberry Pis have Wi-Fi, so you can host your server in the Raspberry Pi, and then you can see the content of the video in a browser. This is really cool actually. And yeah, the possibilities are endless actually, and you can work on this to make, you can improve this to something else. You can probably do something like you can make the seek bar drag, and then you can play the content available there. It's up to you actually what you want. It is possible actually, because if you go to the documentation, you can see that we have an option to start from a um, particular point instead of starting from the beginning. So it is possible. So this is all for this video. If you like it, do hit the thumbs up and do subscribe. YouTube has changed its algorithm, and it's gonna be a problem if you don't subscribe. Yeah, that's all for this video. Keep coding. Bye.